Most people think Stoicism is about being calm. That's already a mistake, because Stoicism was never designed to make life comfortable. It was designed to make you dangerous to chaos. And the man who started it all was Zeno of Citium. Zeno did not build this philosophy for weak minds, fragile egos, or people addicted to emotional validation. He built it for those who wanted unbreakable inner power. So let's get something clear from the start. If you're here to hear that your feelings are always valid, this video will offend you. Good. Because Zeno's philosophy begins where modern self-help collapses. Zeno lost everything, not symbolically, literally. A shipwreck erased his wealth, his security, and his identity overnight. And instead of collapsing into self-pity, he walked into Athens and began listening to philosophers. That moment matters more than any quote, because Stoicism was born from ruin, not comfort. Zeno didn't ask life for fairness, he asked for clarity. And that is the first lesson modern people avoid. Life is not obligated to protect your happiness. Reality does not negotiate with emotions. Zeno taught that to live well, you must live in accordance with nature. But nature is not gentle. Nature is indifferent. Nature rewards discipline, reason, and alignment. And it punishes delusion. Step into traffic believing you deserve safety, and nature will correct you instantly. Live emotionally reactive, impulsive, and undisciplined, and society will do the same. This is where Stoicism becomes confrontational, because Zeno understood something modern culture refuses to accept. Your emotions are not truths, they are judgments, and judgments can be wrong. Most people believe they suffer because of events. Zeno knew better. People suffer because they misinterpret events. You're not angry because someone insulted you. You're angry because you decided their opinion had authority over your worth. You're not anxious because the future is uncertain. You're anxious because you believe you are entitled to certainty. This single insight destroys most modern anxiety narratives, and that's why Stoicism scares people, because it removes excuses. Zeno divided life into two categories: what is under your control and what is not. But here's the part most people conveniently ignore. Your job is not under your control. Your reputation is not under your control. Your relationships are not under your control. Your body is not even fully under your control. What is under your control is your reasoning, your choices, your character. Everything else is borrowed, and borrowed things will be taken back. Zeno trained his students to rehearse loss, not to become pessimists, but to become sovereign. Because a person who has already accepted loss cannot be ruled by fear. Now bring this into modern life. You wake up and check your phone. Before your feet touch the ground, your mood is already decided by notifications. Likes raise your confidence. Silence destroys it. A stranger's comment can ruin your entire day. Zeno would call this slavery. Modern people believe they are free, yet their emotional stability is controlled by algorithms. Stoicism does not ask how you feel. It asks whether your thinking is disciplined. That question alone threatens a culture built on emotional entitlement. Zeno believed virtue was the only true good. Not pleasure, not money, not comfort. Virtue. Which means acting in alignment with reason, regardless of circumstances. This is where Stoicism becomes ruthless. Because if virtue is the only good, then your excuses lose power. You cannot hide behind trauma. You cannot hide behind society. You cannot hide behind your past. You are measured by how you think and act today. Apply this now. You hate your job. Stoicism does not tell you to complain endlessly. It tells you to improve, change, or accept with dignity. Complaining without action is weakness dressed as honesty. You feel anxious. Stoicism does not turn anxiety into an identity. It interrogates the belief creating it. What are you afraid of losing? And why do you believe life owes you security? You feel offended. Stoicism asks a brutal question. Was your character harmed, or just your ego? Zeno separated pain from suffering. Pain happens. Suffering is optional. And most suffering is self-inflicted through poor judgment. Modern culture tells you to express every emotion. Zeno tells you to master them, not suppress them. Command them. Because a person ruled by emotion is predictable, and predictability is weakness. The Stoic is calm not because life is easy, but because his inner order cannot be invaded. Loss does not collapse him. Insults do not destabilize him. Chaos does not confuse him, because he decided who he would be before life tested him. That is real power, not numbness, authority over the self. Ask yourself this: if everything you rely on vanished tomorrow, who would you be? That is the question Zeno wanted answered in advance. Stoicism is not optimism, it is preparation. Modern society sells comfort. Zeno sold resilience. Modern self-help sells visualization. Zeno sold readiness for loss. And that difference decides who breaks and who stands. If this philosophy feels uncomfortable, that's the point. Stoicism was never meant to be comforting. It was meant to work. This is Stoic Gateway. If you want philosophy that sharpens the mind instead of sedating it, subscribe to Stoic Gateway. And if you're ready to go even deeper, watch the next video, where we expose the modern illusion of emotional strength and reveal what real inner power actually looks like.